Everybody hates brushing pools, and especially the pool walls. And one of the reasons they do hate to brush it is just too difficult. There's too much bending, too much stress on the body, too much movement at all your body parts. And typically, this is what I look like when I'm brushing a pool. Usually I have to really stoop over to get the brush down where I need it in the deep end, and then I've really got to pull in the pole. Look how much the pole bends to get enough brush pressure on it. So once I get it bent in, I do a little 2-foot spot, and I can brush down well, but brushing up just doesn't work. It's hard to do an upstroke and keep the brush against the wall. So this is the problem we run into when we're brushing pool walls. It's just too hard to do. Then you have to change positions. You take pressure off the brush because you had to move your hands, and now the brush has skipped the spot. Continue brushing to the new area. The brush get. And if you could take my heart rate right now, it's going up. And this gives you some idea why people hate brushing pool walls. So what I just demonstrated was the old way we brush pool walls, and the problems of holding the brush against the wall, the problem of having all muscles engaged from your toes to your fingertips to get the brush on the wall, and it just takes a lot of effort. So what we've done is we've invented a tool to essentially eliminate this hand. This hand is the hand that's pulling in to hold the brush in place. And once again, look at the amount of tension and bend in the pool bowl to hold enough pressure into the wall. There's an easier way. This is a replacement for the hand that was doing all of the work to pull the pole in and bending the pole too. But now, since we've located this tool further away from this hand, there is not as much stress on the pole. It doesn't bend as much to keep the same amount of pressure on the brush down below. Once it's locked into place, you really don't need this hand. You can brush the wall just like this by maintaining pressure on the pole, top of the pole, pushing in. And if you notice, it never skips. We can go complete from the very top of the wall, from the tiles to the bottom, without the brush ever coming off the wall. It's good contact all the way down, and I can maintain the same amount of pressure and contact, wall contact, with the upstroke using this tool. This is something you cannot do doing it the old way. Upstrokes are just too hard. And then after a little use of the tool, you'll figure out that it's very easy to move it to the new position, new brushing position, get it in place, stabilize it. And I can also feel the firm contact of the brush as I'm using it. I can actually feel how much pressure I have on it, and I don't overpressure it and I don't underpressure. The bristles are in good firm contact, just the way they need to be to do a good job. Step to the new position, and now I come up in an area where I can't really move the tools in a straight line perpendicular to the pool. I can actually move it around and use it from a side position. And we built in grips in this area to stabilize when it's in this position. That's fun. And if I needed to, if I saw a spot on the wall that's located in another area, I can usually access that area by going at an extreme angle, getting the spot cleaned, still using the tool, and still keeping the brush in firm contact.